Hello everyone, welcome to our course site for Accounting 203, Income Tax Accounting. We're so glad that you've joined us. We're good to have you in the class. Made this video so that we can kind of get familiar with how this course is designed so that you can find everything and jump in with both feet for learning tax accounting. So across the top, we try to put everything that is most important. Always the course homepage, the content, all of the learning modules there, Dropbox for turning in homework and tests, tax returns, all that good stuff. Discussions, we'll have a discussion each week. The discussions are all there. You can check your grades and your class progress. Will show you what you've done, what you haven't. Grades will show you where you stand at any point. And then resources, if you need help with how to use the learning software, the StudyMate, okay, library to be able to do research. Those are all available under resources. All right, so in the middle here is our news feed. That will be updated at least weekly and tell us what's coming up and give you some heads up, warning, links to the various assignments and so forth that are working on that week. Over here on the side is my contact information, my picture, my email, my office number, and my personal Zoom link that we'll use for office hours for any correspondence between faculty and students that where we want to use Zoom, okay, to be able to show things and work through problems. Down below is a content browser, our calendar of things that are going to, as they come due, and then down in the corner, important is your connection to the textbook online connect system, which is the homework, reading, review sort of thing, system that we're going to be using in a couple of different ways. We're going to use it to review our reading, and we're going to use it to get some software to do some tax returns. So that is how the main page is laid out. I'm going to link to here our syllabus and just go over some highlights from the syllabus. There's my same information. Office hours, Monday, Wednesday, I'll be in my Zoom room from 10 to 11 a.m. Monday and Wednesday evening 7:30 to 9. Okay, that same link is on the main page. Okay, same phone numbers you recognize as well. My email outside of the system. Prefer that you probably use the email inside the system, but if you want to, you can send it that way as well. Our description of the course, prerequisites, and our textbook, including the ISBN. Make sure you have that textbook. The updated version is going to have all of our reading, all of our homework problems, all of that stuff is going to be in the textbook. We're going to use TaxAct software, which is free download via Connect for PCs. Please let me know if you do not have access to a PC and need some way of doing it using an Apple product, but this is a PC-based tax software. Our learning outcomes are schedule of activities. You see that we just go down and we have the chapters we're covering, when the tests and tax returns are going to be due. All that sort of thing is on the schedule. So if you have questions, we want you to feel very comfortable using the discussion boards, ask questions, and use email for more private communication. I will respond to questions on the discussion boards within 24 hours, most of the time sooner than that, and help you on your way when you run into trouble. Okay? Some assignments, how the points you're going to earn. All right. Each chapter you read, we're going to have a chapter reading review. This is through the Connect system. You'll link to the Connect system, and you will answer questions, and you just keep answering them until you get them correct. Okay. This basically is just to review to see if you've done your reading. You should, as long as you keep going, you will get 10 points, and there's no reason that you should get less than that for each of the chapters. Okay, homework is going to be found in the Dropbox. It'll give you what problems at the end of the chapter are due. That you're going to actually complete, usually using Excel, but you could use Word, and submit to the Dropbox. As soon as you submit to the Dropbox, you'll be able to see a video explaining the answers to those homework problems, and you then can look over, watch that video, make corrections, and repost in that Dropbox. So your original answers are due. Okay. On Saturday, the corrections are due on Monday. When you do the corrections, you should explain why you made the mistake and how it needs to be corrected, and they should be in a different color than your original answers. All right. Then the discussion board. There's a couple points about the discussion board. This is about finding answers using some resource materials. We try to use free resource materials. You can pay for tax research materials, but we're going to use free ones, which means we're going to have some limitations in our ability to find the answers, but we'll hopefully give you some good ways to use that outside the textbook, utilizing resources that are necessary to find answers to things that are more complicated than usually come up in the textbook. So this, again, will be first. You'll need to post twice. You need to follow the instructions exactly. Answer the questions as given. Make sure you use 2 or 3 sentences at least. Explain yourself, or clear about your answers, where you got the answer. Make sure that you cite it, and the citation process is and how things are cited is reviewed in Chapter 1 appendix. The appendix to Chapter 1 in your textbook shows you the different sources that we will use and how you would cite them. Okay, so this is not MLA or APA. This is a tax citations, and they're a little different than what you're used to. So check that process out in appendix to Chapter 1. When we're posting, we're working together. Okay, you can't see others post until you post. Then when you do, you'll be able to see theirs, and then you'll respond, do your follow-up posts. Remember, you'll need to do it too. You have so Saturday for the original until Tuesday for the follow-up. Okay, during our course, we will have weeks dedicated to just the test and tax returns. Okay, we'll complete 2 tax returns after week 5, another 2 after weeks 10 or 11. Okay, this is going to be completed in TaxAct software that you will download from the Connect system. It's free with the textbook. It'll allow you to use this kind of software that you would use in a tax firm. And then you're going to print or save those tax returns as PDFs so that you can upload them into the system, into the Dropbox. You do not upload the tax software file. That is not readable. So you must do it as a PDF, like you would be providing a client. Handwritten forms will not be accepted for these assignments, these tax returns. There's also the tests, 3 tests, and this is what they're covering in each of the tests. These will be done, these will be not multiple choice. These will be short answer, long answer, essay, problems type questions. You'll download them, then you'll put all your answers on the paper, giving as much explanation of your answers and showing your work as best as possible, and then putting them back in the Dropbox for grading. All right, so that is the process for tests. There's no timed testing in this course. So here's how the points shake out, the different assignments, and the final grade criteria based on the number of points. Okay, we expect you to log in multiple times a week, participate in all the learning activities throughout the week. You can do it any time you want. It's an online course, but you need to do it by the time that you have the deadlines come up. All right. Attendance withdrawal, dishonesty. Please do your own work. If you have a question about when you can collaborate or not, please please ask. But we want to assume that you are doing your own work and doing your own learning, and that is the key to actually being successful in this course. If you have any challenges with needing accommodations, all the contact information is provided here as well. So that's the syllabus. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to post questions in there. There is a class questions discussion topic right in the first module, in the introduction module. Okay, the introduction. Please introduce yourself to the class so that we can more fully feel like we're part of the class. Looking at the first module, just to give you a sense of how this is laid out. Each module is basically the same. They have what your learning objectives, introduction, some type of a meme or something to give us a chuckle. Then for each chapter, there will be my PowerPoint slides. There will be my video explaining that information. There'll be a link to that reading review that I mentioned, showing the due date. That'll be the discussion submodule, one that's graded, that is the research type question, and one for just questions if you have on any of that topic. Then the homework submodule will have the assignment, the exact description of the assignment or the problems that need to be completed will be found when you click on the Dropbox. And then once you have done that, you'll be able to watch the video reviewing the answers, which will be right below the Dropbox. So that's how each module is laid out, so you can easily find things. Again, if you run into any trouble, please don't hesitate to ask questions. Jump in, introduce yourselves, read through the syllabus again. We'll hit the ground running as we get started in this tax accounting class.